dualities, whatever. I had a friend tell me very early on, and I was lucky for this, that the opposite of something is not that thing. So the opposite of, shoes is not socks. It's just not shoes. It's hair, it's clothing, it's piano. And it's pretty true, because the way the mind seems to be organized, from what I can tell, I'm not a psychologist or I haven't studied the mind like that. But from what I can tell, it's just, association. It's just points. It's not, there's no opposites thing. There's no, line that's drawn. There's no linear arrangement of cells that says, oh, I'm right here at this point, and measures things like that. I mean, there is associations, which means it implies a certain amount of opposites, but it's more of a differences thing than opposites. It's not inherently, it's an observation that's opposite. For instance, you could think something is hot or cold, but when you're freezing to death, hypothermia, the last thing you'll feel is heat. Does that mean you're hot? Not at all. It's not really a true opposite. The feeling of hotness, coldness, I mean, the perception maybe. But it's just one of the, it's not really a great example. A better one I'd say is, what's the opposite of happiness? Is it sadness or anger? Well, I mean, I guess anger and calmness are opposites, and then sadness would be, who knows, it's not really, they both, anger and sadness both seem pretty opposite to happiness. They both seem like unhappiness, which is because there's no such thing as opposites. A lot of people talk about dualities, and to me, dualities says a little better, where it doesn't say one has to undo the other. It's more like they exist simultaneously, and that's how I view everything, that it's all happening at the same time, essentially, that every one of these character traits, oops, I guess you could do that. Pardon me. Every one of these character traits is it has an opposite. God, I kind of lost myself, so I really apologize for this 30 seconds. And if you choose a character trait, as all of them do, they will have their opposite character trait, which will actually exist in you at the same time. In the very least, to the degree to which you had it before you changed. So say you're a neutral person and you decide to become super, super good. You will always have your neutral part, which will seem relatively evil, which will exist parallel. It won't have gone away. It'll still be in you. You never really subtract things, you just paint over them. They're still there. And on a more interesting note, when you choose this, really, really good, it's not really good. Watch my good and evil video for what I believe is good and evil, because the opposite of what I believe is good is the exact same thing, essentially, or nothing at all, something that could not exist, which is a nice sign. If the opposite of what I think is good literally couldn't exist, then that's pretty safe. It's a pretty safe good, because it doesn't, I think everything creates its opposite. If this thing can't actually create its opposite, yada yada. If you, though, choose something that has an opposite, you'll create this void, and someone will fill it, because that's what people do. They find a niche, and they stick to it, just to have, something, to have their place, to have their home of being. And I think this is where prophets come from. So a prophet is just a person who, everyone wants a prophet. This guy comes along who's pretty similar to one, like Gandhi or something, and everyone's like, man, this guy fits this niche perfectly. You're a prophet, you're just what we needed to fill this little space, a character trait or something really profound that's like just totally theirs. And once they're gone, you know, like it needs to be refilled. And as soon as it is refilled, people will go, oh, where's the reincarnation? You know, you remind me so much of my uncle, like Gary's reincarnation, because he was a weird guy and you're weird in the same way. But you're both weird in the same way because both of you just filled this niche that's been passed down generation after generation. And this niche will be created with anything you do, which is why when a lot of people choose bubblegum good, I'm gonna go with, you know, like we should all hold hands and sing songs. Sure, every once in a while it'll be fun, but we should also enjoy fighting and running over animals and big trucks. You know, like these are things that if you choose one, you'll create the opposite. See, you might as well choose both if you're going to choose one. Otherwise, you're just, you know, it's just going to turn into this battle. And I've said it before, devil back and forth. You know, and it's back and forth, not like a wave. It's back and forth. You know, like because a wave. I like this little thing I did before. A wave will go back and forth, but eventually, it's also moving. So it's not back and forth in one place where it would get annoying and become a waste of time. It's back and forth, like, you know, to give you some ground to stick with when it moves. Oh yeah, the back and forth though is that if you really try and push just for one thing, you'll create your opposite, and then you'll create this dynamic where the two of you are in constant battle, and it's just a huge waste of time. And that's part of opposites. Whether or not that's right or wrong, I guess it's more of my morality video, but that's how opposites work. In my eye though, all of these things, all of these opposites, they just exist simultaneously. They're all parallel. The part of you that was neutral is parallel with the part of you that's good, that's parallel with the part of you that's evil, because we all have our bad days and our bad thoughts. And they're all parallel, they all exist at the same time. Your angry self, your sad self, your happy self, they're all there, just at the exact same time. Or if they're not, they're, you know, someone else is taking them over. So I don't really believe in opposites. I believe that you could say something is opposite to something. I believe that using the concept of an opposite to extrapolate from what already exists is brilliant. You know, like, you take something, you say, what if I did the opposite? Well, I'd end up with that, you know. So that's cool. It's really cool that you can think like that. But to base everything on is to basically try and put what is a graph. And a graph means a bunch of dots connected randomly. So imagine you had like a connected dots and you just said screw it. That's basically what the mind is. It's the whole duality thing is basically trying to take a graph and turn it into a line or a series of lines and it just doesn't make sense. It's all just too interconnected. They all exist at the same time. So there's no real such thing as opposites, I believe. The only opposite is not that thing. Thanks for watching.